You have beauty. Be proud. Be African. Be you. The beautifully African woman has no time for shame and no need to justify her pride in herself. She knows who she is, even if she is ever changing, and she owns it. She's got curves. She knows it, and she owns it. Her hair, her smile, her dimples, her stretch marks, her flaws, and her fabulousness. She knows what they are, and she owns and wears them all with pride. Because she is African and she is beautiful. Own the moment, own the look, own the curves. We are beautifully African.
Hello and a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Nolo Siabi and I'll be your host today. It gives me great pleasure and an honor to welcome you all to the very first Afri Moisture Hair Affair event brought to you by Avroy Shlain. Avroy Shlain is a South African-based company that's all about beauty. I'm talking makeup, fragrance, skincare, and of course, hair care. Now, I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say we all love looking and feeling beautiful at all times. And I'm sure this is why you also take a little extra time to lay those edges or even book a couple of hours out of your day just to sit and get that beautiful hairstyle that you've been dreaming about for months done. Now, because we love our hair so much, Avroy Shlain has dedicated an entire event all in the name of celebrating our crowns while sharing awesome knowledge on how to take care of your hair. This is a brand that's all about you living your true African self while staying true to who you are. Here's what you can expect from today's event. We'll be taking your questions. So a Q&A session will happen where you can send us your questions and our experts will answer those questions. We'll also be giving away spot prizes. How to win, you may ask? Well, all you have to do is be most engaging and send through those questions. It's as easy as that. I look forward to giving away awesome prizes today, so you better get going. We'll also be chit-chatting hair tips, regardless of your hair type. So we've got you covered, ladies. We'll also be talking about the latest trends and so much more. And I'll be doing this together with a fantastic panelist. Now, speaking of panelists, allow me to introduce to you our panelist for today. My first panelist is a beautiful lady who loves to flaunt her beautiful hair all over the internet. I'm so jealous. She's also a content creator and a hair enthusiast. Her name is Kay Mongo. She's joined by Vimbai Masamba, who is the Avroy Shlain area distributor. Hello. Joining us too is Dineo Mokoka, who is Avroy Shlain's regional sales manager. Later on, we'll be joined by hair extraordinaire to the stars, Jawad, who owns La Jawi Hair. He'll be chatting to us about how we can incorporate the Afri moisture into our daily hair care routines. But now it's time for us to kickstart today's event. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Oh, you look so beautiful.
Thank you.
You look so stunning.
Thank you.
I want us to kickstart off today's event about our hair journeys, right? And I'll start with me. I want to know from you, what's your hair journey been like? My aunt owned a salon in Soweto, and you can imagine how many times we chopped and changed our hair, right? So I've cut it, I've colored it, I've braided, I've recently started wigging it out. I've also done faux locks. I've done it basically all. I've went all out with color. I'm not afraid of color, as you can see. Yes. I've also recently cut my hair, and then I bleached it. Oh no, we'll talk about bleaching a little later. But I bleached it, and I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite hairstyle.
It looks stunning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I looked in the mirror after it was done, and I was like, why did I take so long to cut my hair? Right? So what's your hair journey been like, Vimbai?
I think I'm as adventurous as you.
Yeah.
I love trying out new hairstyles. I think I've done weaves, I've cut my hair, I've gone natural. I think I've tried them all. And one thing that I love about my hair is it defines how I'm feeling. Yeah. So if I decide that I'm feeling confident and I want to go out there, it just brings out my mood, my current mood. And I do not want my hair to restrict me from doing what I want.
Yes.
So I go all out. But I'm not as bold as you when it comes to color. But yes, I do love trying new things out, and my hair is my crown, obviously.
Yes.
So definitely my hair, my throne, my crown, everything.
Yeah. Out of all the hairstyles that you've done, is there any favorite that you have?
Oh, you're putting me in the spot here. I think it depends with the functions I'm attending or the period I'm transitioning into. I've done short hair.
Yeah.
I think for me, when I cut my hair, everyone said, "Oh wow, girl." You know, everyone says when a woman cuts her hair, something is going on. So I think something
I mean,
is
I can't relate to that. It wasn't because of anything. I just wanted to change. And you, Kay?
My natural hair journey is a bit different. I'm not as bold as you guys. Like,
Yeah.
I've only had relaxed hair, and I think the most adventurous thing I did was to cut my hair, which was in 2017. And when I did cut my hair, there wasn't information out there. It was a really impulsive decision.
Yeah.
I cut my hair because I was just tired of how my scalp was feeling with relaxed hair. And when I cut my hair, I had no idea what to do after that. Like, I had to go out and do the research. And I was like, there's no turning back now because I am not going back to relaxed hair, child. So I had to do the research. And I'm happy. I love, love, love where my hair is
So
now.
you've never dabbled into color?
No.
Ever?
Oh,
Would you?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. What about you?
Oh, well, with my hair, I think I've done everything. I mean, with cornrows, I've done braids, I love bold, weaves. I can change within any day.
Yeah.
But what I really love about my hair, it's my natural hair.
Yeah.
You know, I think it brings out who I am.
Yeah.
And it's just the boldness of it, when
Yes.
you're walking around and stepping and saying, yes,
It
I
speaks
love
for you
it's-
before you actually
Yeah.
speak.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
And I think that for me is what drives me.
Look, I hear all of us talking about we love, we love, we love. What don't we love about our hair? For me, I'll speak for myself, right? For me, it takes long to grow. It just gets stuck at a specific level, and that's it. Yeah, it just takes long to grow, and it frustrates me. Yeah, but that's me. Is there anything you don't like about your hair?
I just don't like that I have to do wash day weekly. Like, I know I have to do it.
Yes.
I know I have to do it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just want to lay in bed the whole day.
Yes.
But I know that my hair, if I skip wash day, it's really going to tell a story the next day, child. So sometimes I just needed to give me a break.
Yeah. You know?
I think for me with my hair, it's very fluffy. My hair is very fluffy. I mean, if I wash it, it looks like I've relaxed it.
Right.
So, and I want it to be like hers,
Yes.
being bold and daring.
Yes.
But yeah, I've grown to love it. And accepted how it looks, and yeah.
Bimbai?
For me, for a long time, it has been dryness and itchiness, dandruff. You just get a hair done today, and within 3 days, you're already scratching your hair. And so I think for me, people would say it's a good thing because it means your hair is growing. But I didn't like that because then you've got a hairdo, and within 3 days, you need to change because it's not looking so nice and tidy anymore. Which I'm really excited that I tried the Afri Moisture products because then when I got those, I mean, all my products are gone. My problems are gone. Just like that. Yeah.
Yes. So how do social standards affect your hairstyle at all and what you decide to do to your hair, or this is a reflection of your personality and social standards don't affect you at all?
I think for me, social standards don't really affect me. As we said, this is your crown. And your crown, you have to do a lot of research.
Yeah.
And knowing which products actually work for you. And the Afri Moisture hair products, I mean, it works for us.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to the salon to try it out.
Yeah.
And the ladies, they were so super excited. The smell, the texture,
Oh, yes.
how it is.
Yes.
And they all wanted to try it out. I actually left my products there.
How nice of you.
So after I just did my hair, I found that it was very, the texture of my hair was amazing. The scalp was never dry again.
Yes.
And it was moisturized. So for me, it was all about wearing my crown with pride. It's not about the social interpretation of how your hair should look or anything like that for me.
I hear us speaking a lot about scalp, right? Kay, you spoke about scalp. How does one take care of their scalp?
Guys, scalp care is probably the holy grail when it comes to your hair.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things. You can treat your hair, but you have to start with the scalp. So when you are washing the hair, the Afri moisture products have a really good cleansing shampoo. It's a moisturizing shampoo. So when I say it's a moisturizing shampoo, it means that your hair doesn't, like, you know when you wash your hair with shampoo and it feels crunchy?
Yes, very
So
dry.
this shampoo doesn't do that because
Yes.
it's a moisturizing shampoo. So what that means is because it doesn't strip your hair of its natural oils. So if it does that for your hair, imagine what it can do for your scalp. So it cleans your scalp, but without leaving it too dry.
Wow.
So when washing your hair, shampoo, shampoo, shampoo.
Yeah.
And then when you are, so during the course of looking after your hair, oil, but not too much. So if you put oil on your scalp every single day, remember our scalps releases sebum, so, and you sweat and all these things. So the sweat and the sebum, so imagine it's the sebum,
Yeah.
and then it's product every day. I'm not saying don't put product at all, put it, but not every day. It's the sebum, the product every day, and your sweat. That's why your hair gets itchy. So use it once, maybe once, twice a week, but not every single day. And the nice thing is that at the end of the week, you can wash it out again with that Afri Moisture shampoo.
Right. Speaking of Afri Moisture, are there any products that one can use specifically for their scalp that you have in the range?
Yes, I would say for our treatment, I would definitely start with the hair mayo, which we use for our oil treatment. So what I do now back home is when I'm going to get any hair treatment, I carry my products. I don't want to use those products in the salon that I don't know where they came from. So the hair mayo is quite good because then it moisturizes your scalp. You put it on your hair, you leave it on for 15 minutes, and then you wash it off. Number one, like you said, it smells amazing. I mean, the whole salon can just be checking out where is this product coming from. So I love that. And then we have the treatment oil as well. It's also a treatment product, so it's definitely targeting your scalp. Love, love, love the moisture that it gives you. I mean, I've been using this product on my daughter, and she used to cry going to the hair salon. You know, at one point we had to cut off her hair because, you know, it was just so difficult to get her to sit down and get her hair done. I'm so excited about this product because now she can be talking stories, getting her hair done, and the leave-in conditioner just makes the hair soft, lovely, soft and everything. So definitely I think the right products would definitely help you get that treatment and the moisture you need.
Just to add on what Vambai said, the treatment oil is light oils. So you can apply it to your scalp without it having that effect that I said. It might leave your scalp feeling heavy or you might get itchy. It's just a combination of light oil. So you can put it on your scalp. You can also use it during your lock method. So treatment oil I also recommend for the scalp.
Yeah, I hear you talking, I hear you speak about wash day and you having to wash your hair every week. Is that like a set rule? Like, how important is wash day?
Very important. Guys, do not skip wash day. I think what I enjoy the most about these, I mean, I've been using them for a good 3-4 months now, is that my wash days have been cut shorter, but have not been compromised. So my hair is not feeling any worse because my wash days are shorter. So the moisture I need to get, I get it from the co-wash. The cleansing I need to get, I get from the shampoo. I have the hair butter to seal in that moisture, whether I'm just washing my hair during the week or I'm prepping it for a protective style. All the products that I need are in this range, and my hair is still looking good.
Oh,
as
yes.
always.
Yes, you can see.
Speaking of protective styles, how important are protective styles?
So protective styles, they're not... you know the myth that when you have protective style, it grows your hair or it does that. For me, I don't know. It's not really true. You know, it's really not true. It's all about taking care of your hair. But the nice thing about the Afri Moisture Hair Care is that even when you've got your cornrows, you've got your braids, you can still wash your hair. You know, you've got the All Sheen spray that you can actually spray it and it gets the oil, you know, into your hair and your scalp to grow. So the Afri Moisture product it's there for every type of hair. But don't say that, you know, your braids are going to make your hair grow or it's just leave it and don't wash it for the whole month or 2 months, whichever way you're keeping it. But always make sure that you take out those styles. At least don't stay with them for so long. I don't know what you're thinking about it.
Protective styles.
I think protective styles are important, but it's also important to look after your hair underneath them. So remember, it is protecting your hair from the effects that the environment has on your hair. You're tucking it away, but prep your hair just before your protective style. So
And-
I think it's really, really important.
Yes, I think if I can also add to that, I think when you have the protective style, you can also get our hairline treatment oil just to make sure that your hairline is taken care of.
Yeah.
We've had amazing testimony from that product. I think in 12 weeks, you can actually start seeing your hairline coming back.
You can see
it's-
results.
Yes, so it's actually a really good product to also try when you have your braiding on. Also apply the hairline treatment oil on the front. Yeah.
We're talking a lot about these products. Where can we get them?
Wow. So, Avroy, Shlain, we've got area distributors that we work with, and you can actually get in hold with them, get in touch with them. That will also get you the products to you. She will tell you more about it because Vimbai is one of our area distributors.
Vimbai.
Proudly.
Okay, so Avroy Shlain has so many product ranges, like you mentioned. So if someone wants to order our products, you just need to go to our website, www.avroyshlain.co.za. There is a point there that says if you want to register, just click, and then it will ask you where you're located, because we are all over the country, Limpopo to wherever we can get to you. So you register there, it will tell you, it will give you details of an area distributor close to you, and then you can get the products closer to where you stay.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. We've got questions from our audience members. So thank you all for sending in those questions. We truly, truly appreciate them. I can see you guys are wanting to win these prizes that we're giving away. So this one is from Mongopia, who says, I've got two questions. How often should one cut split ends, and how is that related to hair growth? Thank you so much for your question. Ladies?
So I think it's very important to actually cut your split ends, because that's, for me, that's dead hair. You know, when you look at your hair at the edge, at the tip, just put in some scissors, or you can go to the hair salon. You're not losing anything. It's dead hair.
Yeah.
And it actually helps to do that, because it keeps your hair to grow. Well, not grow faster, but to grow and to keep it healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I'm so scared of cutting my split ends. It freaks
I'm with
me
you
out.
there.
It freaks me out. I will never do it myself. And it just, cutting them just makes me feel like I'm losing length. And when am I going to get it back?
Yes.
You know?
It grows back.
What,
It grows back.
it
grows
what do you
back.
think the importance is of cutting split ends?
I think cut your split ends maybe 2-3 times a year, but it really does differ from person to person. It depends how often you wear your hair out, how often you do protective styles. It does differ from person to person. Only you know your hair, but look at your tips. Look at how they're looking. Are they looking drier? Are they splitting? And then if you see that it's time to trim, go in, but don't use paper scissors. Use proper shears, because if you are using paper scissors, you are further damaging your hair.
I didn't even know there were
wow.
specific
Oh,
scissors to use to cut your split ends. Thank you for that. Vimbai?
No, I'm actually really learning
Yeah,
about this.
you see what I mean?
I'm not like you. I was one of those people who say, no, don't cut it.
Yes.
If nothing is broken, then don't break it.
We've got another question here from Anita, who says, I'd like to know if it's advisable to get thin hair straightened out with keratin treatment, or will it aid in thickness and growth?
Okay, so the keratin treatment, guys, keratin is a product. I mean, is a product that we all have. It's for we all have it in our bodies. For hair, skin, nails, we all have it. So if your hair is already thin, I wouldn't advise that you go and do the keratin treatment. If you've got like frizzy hair like myself, it will help strengthen your hair. It will help your hair absorb moisture better, but it won't help your hair grow. So if you're wanting to do a keratin treatment, you're saying your hair is already thick, I think just continue looking after your hair. Try not to put on heat and all these things that damage your hair, and see how it grows out.
All right. Razia says, does Afri Moisture products cater for dreadlocks?
Definitely.
Yes.
I mean, Afri Moisture is for all hair types.
yeah.
Relaxed, locks, natural, you name it, we've got a product for you.
Yeah. And our next one is, do I need to pair the Afri Moisture hairline treatment with another product for it to work? That's actually a really good question.
No,
No.
no,
Yeah.
No.
no.
You can use
That's
any.
a definitely no.
Okay.
Because we've got everything,
Yeah.
that you can use from the Afro Moisture hair care
So
line.
you don't just have to use one product from Afri Moisture. You
No.
can use all of them all together.
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Our next question is from Rukaya, who says, my hair is really frizzy, and when I just leave it to dry, it becomes knotted and I struggle combing it out. Oh, I know those pains. Unless I blow dry it, which I don't want to do. Is there any way to ensure it doesn't become knotted after leaving it to dry? So I'm guessing this is leaving it to air dry. Yeah.
Definitely one product for you, the leave-in conditioner. So when the good thing about this conditioner is when you apply it, you're not washing it off. It's staying there in your after the wash. So it is definitely going to keep the moisture. And like I said with my daughter, that's what I'm using, and it works like magic.
Yeah.
When you apply it, you're trying to do cornrows or anything, the hair is already soft and it's not frizzy and there are no knots and everything.
Knotted.
Yes. So definitely the leave-in conditioner from Afri Moisture.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that one. Another question from Ayanda says, I see you recently launched the Afri Moisture hair butter. Can I use this as part of my hair strengthening treatment?
The hair butter is not a treatment, it's a butter. It seals in the moisture.
Right.
So do everything else. There's no one, use the products as a whole.
Yeah.
And then if you use them, all of them, you wash, you co-wash, and then you butter, you use your oil, you'll be good. It will strengthen your hair. Yeah.
Okay. I think we do have another question here. This one is from, okay, so it's still loading. So sorry, ladies. 2 seconds.
worries.
This one is from Shannon. Shannon says, can I use our Afri Moisture products on baby's natural hair as well? I retouched my hair using different products. I want my hair to be strong so that I don't lose my hair when I comb it. What products should I use?
I would say the Afri Moisture range is, like I said, I've been using it on my daughter, so it's definitely safe for kids.
Yeah.
We haven't had any reactions so far. I think ever since they were launched, we've been recommending them to kids as well, and they've all been loving them. I mean, I think one thing that the kids are so excited about is no hair day. That's really stressful and painful and all. So definitely they're safe to use on the kids. And I didn't get the other part of the question,
But saying she doesn't want to lose hair when she's combing.
Yes.
The secret is moisture. If your hair is moisturized, definitely it is not going to just come off the comb
When you're combing.
Yes. So what are you washing your hair with? What are you doing oil
Moisturizing.
treatment?
And how are you combing
How
your
are
hair?
you combing
Don't
your hair?
comb dry hair.
Exactly.
Dry hair.
Oh,
Hair is
dry hair will
leave
come
it
out.
alone.
Yes.
Leave it
Will
alone.
come
Spray
out.
water. Yes.
Yes.
Leave it. Don't comb dry hair. Leave it.
Yeah. Okay. Another question from Naledi says, my hair is not growing. It's thin. Can you recommend products that can improve it?
Okay. There is no one set product. If your hair is thin, also, I think when people say, my hair is this, it doesn't have too much volume, remember that, yes, we use all these good products for our hair, but it's also genes. So my hair will not be as thick as your hair and not as thick as your hair. So if your hair is thinning, maybe you're not looking after it as often as you should. Maybe the products that you're using are not that they're bad products, but maybe they just don't gel well with your hair.
Yeah.
So do your wash day, moisturizing shampoo, co-wash, do your protein treatments, do your lock method. The hair butter works amazingly. If it's thinning, leave your hair. My hair is also not as volume as I would like it to be. It doesn't have that much volume, but it's genes. There's nothing I can do about it but to make sure it's the healthiest version of itself that it can be.
Right.
Yes, and wear it with pride, as we said. Flaunt your
Yes.
crown.
Another question coming in from Mpho, who says, is there a secret to making your hair grow faster? Oh, I think that's what I want to know.
Everyone wants.
Your hair
Everyone
is
is asking the same question.
There's no secret to making your hair grow faster. The secret is looking after your hair.
Healthy hair.
Healthy hair is the most important thing.
So guys, I can't be
So-
chewing on a broccoli for like
Guys, the only thing you can do, look out for example, I know the oil that Afri Moisture has. You can use that on your scalp, on your hair, but it doesn't make your hair grow. It promotes hair growth.
Yeah.
Products with castor oil will promote hair growth. There's a lot of nice light oils that you can do and use on your hair, but it won't make your hair grow. Like in 3 months, you're seeing results, and you're just like, no.
Yes.
No.
Okay, I want to know. It's summer. What kind of hairstyles are you seeing coming in right now?
I think your short hair,
what I
like
have.
you wearing. Like you're trending. You're going with the trend. Looking that I'm thinking, should I go? And I think your natural hair, you know, as I said, the heat, the air that is coming into your hair when you're wearing it, it's so beautiful. And yeah, so I don't know other people.
I think hairstyles that are coming in with natural hair, I mean, we'll always wear our hair in a big poof. If, like you, like if when in doubt, do a high puff. But I've seen a lot of cornrows. I've seen a lot of
Nice style
knotless
braids.
those
Yes.
goddess braids. And guys, it is okay as long as you look after your scalp.
Yeah.
You look after your hairline when your hair is in those hairstyles. Just do not neglect it, because I think that is the biggest mistake that we are gonna have this summer. We're too busy, boppa, but you're not looking after your hair.
Vimba, we were talking off air, and you were telling us that you just recently relaxed your hair.
Yes,
What
just
what
recently.
motivated that decision?
There's just something about me. I quickly get bored.
Yeah.
Nothing should stop me. Is it hair or what? If
Yeah.
I want something, I go for it. So I just wanted to try something different.
How's your experience with the relaxed hair now from the transition?
It's different.
Yeah.
You know, when I had natural hair, I could do the puffs, I could do the big waves, and even those styles where you freeze on the side and you've got the
Yes.
big puff. But I'm liking this as well. I think I'm embracing the hairstyle as well. It's out there, it's aerating, you know, it's hot, so I'm happy in my hair. And one thing about me is I'm very adventurous, so I definitely want to try different things.
Yeah.
You might see me next week in your short hair.
You never know, right? You never know. But thank you so much, ladies, for answering those questions. And thank you, all audience members, for sending in your questions. But right now, it's time for us to chat to Jawad, who will be telling us how we can incorporate the Afri moisture into our hair care routine. And he'll also be sharing the latest trends, tips, and tricks. So I'll see you after this.
Being beautifully African is more than just a look. It's the feeling and flavor of our expression, the boldness of our style. It's who we are, our character. It's in our glow and the confidence we carry. It's a celebration of our true beauty, because together we are beautifully African, beautifully Avroy Shlain.
Joining us now is Vimbai.
Again.
And yes, again, and Jawad, who is the hair extraordinaire to the stars. He also owns Lajawi Hair. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So, quick one, right? What kind of hairstyles can we expect this summer?
Well, I mean, it just goes with the flow and how you're feeling. But I mean, you know, this summer it's all about the short hair.
Yes.
You know, the colored, you know, your
Yes.
accent.
Yes.
And I mean, pixie cuts, you know, just being people having fun with their hair. But I mean, it just depends what you're feeling like, you know.
Yes.
But I think it's more of the heat also. When it's too hot, you don't want to have hairstyles that makes it heavy for you to wear. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we've got questions from our audience members. Somebody wants to know, I struggle with dry scalp and dandruff. Do you have any insider tips that will help me manage and minimize it this summer?
Yeah, I mean, dry scalp and damage, it's pretty much things you've done on the process. You know, it could be braids, it could be harsh chemicals, that also affect how our hair comes out. So by making sure that you treat your hair, on the process of having those braids, your treatment oil, Afri moisture, and just making sure you base your scalp. But on the process of that, it's just to make sure that you don't have buildup. You wash every now and then, because that also makes it easier for the scalp to have a free flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Lerato wants to know, what are the best hairline and scalp care tips?
The best hairline tips, I would say, is to understand that this is the most fragile part of our hair, and it's also the most precious part of our hair, whereby we have to treat it with care. It doesn't matter, even if you have long hair, the hairline is always the weakest.
Yes.
So when you braid, when you comb, when you do your chemicals, just be gentle and make sure that you don't wear those styles for longer, And I mean, sometimes your body tells you, you can feel that, hey, I feel like they've pulled it so much,
Yes, the pain.
and then because it's a look you don't want to lose, you just want to
You
keep
hold
going,
on
you
to it.
hold on with
Yes.
it, and it also goes with harsh chemicals, like when you color your hair, sometimes it becomes too harsh, whereby you can't even handle it, so it just tells you that approach it with caution and make sure that you treat your hair on the process. And if it's really harsh, don't do it. Stop, because sometimes it's not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of coloring your hair, I've colored my hair.
Yeah.
Now, can we advise somebody out there who's in the same position as me, who's bleached their hair?
Yeah.
How do they come back from this? How do I grow natural, beautiful hair from here on that's healthy? What do I do?
Look, I mean, if we can understand, bleach hair is also like natural hair. It's quite dry. And I mean, I know from the Afri moisture, you have your co-wash.
Yes.
You have your butter. Those are the products that I know from top of my head that you can use to maintain. It's dry. You just have to moisture all the time.
The
Yeah.
magic
Yeah.
words.
Yes,
You know-
moisture. Yes.
I learned from you.
Now,
Yeah.
if I has relaxed hair, for somebody out there who's got relaxed hair or dreads or cornrows or braids, how do they incorporate the Afri Moisture products into their hair care routine?
Yeah, they just have to make it part of their lifestyle, and to also know how to manage it. I mean, oils are things that sometimes you have to apply it. You skip a day just to make sure that it works.
Yeah.
Because the more you overcoat it, then it's end up not doing what it's supposed to do. But also making sure that you wash your hair every now and then.
Yes.
Because I understand the range is quite broad, and making sure that your hair is on a healthier state is one of the most important part, is to cut your split ends. Even if your hair is light,
You're speaking to the wrong people. These two people here.
even if your hair is light, but if your stylist knows that, okay, we're not gonna relax your hair every 6 weeks, we'll relax it every 3 months,
Okay.
and treat in between. It's just a matter of your hair need to be diagnosed properly, so that you also know how to diagnose it at home.
Yourself.
Because that the best part of the service is you making sure that you take care of the hair at home. The stylist will take it on that day, but the 2 weeks before you see him, it's you.
It's your
moisture.
responsibility.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah.
responsibility. It's you who make sure that you win with your hair. Yeah.
So I'm hearing us talking about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. How long can one keep a hairstyle for? Is there a specific time that one can keep a hairstyle for? So how long can I keep cornrows? How long can I keep braids? How long can I keep any hairstyle?
Look, I mean, it depends with the hairstyle, but I mean, if you have braids,
Is there a set time to keep
yeah,
braids?
it is a set time, because sometimes your hair can only take pulling up to so long, So I would say 4 to 6 weeks. It's okay, because somebody feels like they've spent 6 or 8 hours in the salon, they want to stay 3
It has
months.
to last longer.
Yeah, and then you compromise your hairline, you compromise your hair, and then your hair breaks, you see, on the process. So, I mean, and I'm glad that the learning of this conversation, it's far, and you guys are running it. So it's quite inspiring to listen and also to learn more from you guys.
Oh, we're happy to be learning from you. Trust me, you're the hair extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, any hairstyle, any style tips for anyone out there who's just wanting to know how to take care of their hair in general? What are the basics that one should really do if they don't know much about taking care of their hair?
I mean,
We've spoken about moisture.
Yeah. I mean, I think the most important thing is, even if they can go to a salon and be diagnosed, just to understand, because I mean, we're not the same, we're not on the same level whereby people, or they can also ask questions on the Afri moisture. I can respond to those questions based on their hair, because I think it's important to know the history of the hair. Unlike you like a style, but now you don't know what are the chances of this look working for you. So it's important to be diagnosed and to know that, okay, these are the styles that I can do, And I think the next part is for you to also have fun when you're still young, so that you can know what hairstyles works for you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to know, is there a set amount of time one needs to wash their hair in a week? So for instance, with me, I take a shower and I pop my head underneath the shower head every day.
Yeah.
Is that healthy or is it not healthy? What's the set amount of time one can wash their hair? Once a week, twice a week, 3 times?
I think twice a week, based on the condition of your hair. And I know co-wash will come handy for you because you've got color treated hair, and color like yours is quite fragile. If you don't really take care of it, it starts looking ashy and all that.
Yes.
And just making sure that you treat your hair on the process maybe once a week. So if you co-wash, and then you do the mayonnaise treatment, that also helps to keep your hair moist and more manageable, so it's easy to work with.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
It was a
thank you
pleasure.
so much for your hair care tips. We
Thank
truly
you.
appreciate it. Thank you all audience members for sending in your questions. We truly appreciate it. Well, we're almost at the end of today's event. I'm so sad, but let's go back to chatting with the ladies for their final remarks.
We are beautifully African. We is not Avroy Shlain alone. We is Avroy Shlain and the audience, communal and inclusive, reminding the audience that Avroy Shlain is not just a brand. Avroy Shlain is a friend, a confidant, an advisor, a fellow African. African is beautiful. No more justification is necessary for belief in and ownership of your beauty. You are African, so you are beautiful. You have worth. You have power. You have beauty. Be proud. Be African. Be you. The beautifully African woman has no time for shame and no need to justify her pride in herself. She knows who she is, even if she is ever changing, and she owns it. She's got curves. She knows it, and she owns it. Her hair, her smile, her dimples, her stretch marks, her flaws, and her fabulousness. She knows what they are, and she owns and wears them all with pride, because she is African and she is beautiful. Own the moment, own the look, own the curves. We are beautifully African.
Being beautifully African is more than just a look. It's the feeling and flavor of our expression, the boldness of our style. It's who we are, our character. It's in our glow and the confidence we carry. It's a celebration of our true beauty, because together we are beautifully African, beautifully Avroy Shlain.
With my beautiful ladies in studio. Ladies, quick chat before we close today's event. Somebody was asking actually online about detangling their hair and them struggling with it. Can you give us any hair tips on how to detangle the correct way?
So you don't detangle and you don't comb dry hair. Guys, that is probably like one of the top commandments of natural hair. So if you want to detangle your hair and your hair gets, obviously our hair is going to knot because it's curly. So think of it like, a pen has like those springs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you put a whole lot of those things together, just like necklaces will get tangled, your hair gets tangled as well. So in order for you to detangle, wet your hair, apply the co-wash, and then detangle. Don't wash the co-wash out. Wait for it to be in your hair, detangle. It's easier to detangle. It's painless. You will lose hair, but it's shedding. It's not like your hair is breaking. Don't worry, it's normal because your hair is knotted. But apply the co-wash, detangle, and then rinse the co-wash out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to know, Vimbai, or anyone actually, really, how does the weather affect your hair? Does it affect your hair at all? Because I know when I fly to Durban and I've got relaxed hair, I'm screwed. It becomes all fluffy and it just gets bad. How does that affect you as well?
It affects my hair.
Yes, it does. I think in Zim mainly, I don't know if it's a myth, but we say when it's in winter, you shouldn't leave your hair out. I don't know if it's a myth or not, but we know that you can't walk around with your hair when it's winter because apparently it sheds out. But I didn't experience that because of these products, because I think the issue is moisture, like I'm just saying. I think that's now my nickname for the evening. Like, I think if you're taking good care of your skin, then the changes in weather then don't affect what happens to your hair afterwards. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And for you?
I think for me, the more I go inland, so I live in Cape Town and I'm originally from the Eastern Cape. So when I'm at home in the Eastern Cape, my hair's fine, it behaves. When I'm in Cape Town, my hair's fine, it behaves. But when I'm in Joburg, my hair gets dry. So what I then have to do is, instead of having maybe treatment once a week or co-washing once a week, I'll have to maybe change it to twice a week.
Okay.
And that's how I combat hair. I mean,
and for you?
the effect that climate has on my hair.
Yeah.
I've always been a Joburg girl, so it hasn't affected me.
Much.
You know, got born here, so it's used
born
to
and bred
this,
here. It's
to
used to this
area.
area.
But I think I found it when I went to the Eastern Cape in PE. My hair was so amazing, like just the float and everything. I mean, the air there, the breeze was amazing to my hair. So I think it does
have that
affect,
effect on
that
people.
climate.
Excuse me. You're in Joburg.
You're in Joburg.
You're in Joburg. Please watch it. Okay.
Behave.
So I want to know, what's the difference between co-wash and shampoo? I just what is it?
All right. So with our shampoo, the good thing about both of them is they give you moisture. Yes, they both give you moisture, but our shampoo has a foam, like when you're washing your hair, it gives you that foam lathering when you're washing your hair.
Yeah.
And then our co-wash doesn't have that foam. So I've had clients who ask, but why is it that my shampoo has foam and my co-wash doesn't have? It's the way the product is made. So you shouldn't be worried. It's definitely washing your hair.
Okay.
And the advantage of the co-wash is that it actually also has the conditioner with it. So when you use the co-wash, you're only doing one wash. So you've already done your washing and you've done your moisturizing.
So no
in
need
one
to
product.
use the conditioner.
Yes, definitely. So I think maybe people don't really understand why we always think that if it's a shampoo, it has to foam and then you can see that it's removing the dirt.
Yes.
But the good thing about the shampoo and the co-wash of Afri Moisture is they're different because they're also working differently.
Yeah.
And the co-wash, you can actually use it more times during the week because you're only doing that one wash. You've already washed and you've conditioned in one product.
Oh, I'm getting my hands on these
Just
products.
add to
Yes.
that. So shampoo will cleanse your hair. It will remove all the dirt.
Okay.
Removes all the dirt on your hair and your scalp. Co-wash is short for conditioner wash. So that's why you'll find that when you use the the co-wash, your hair feels softer. It feels like you've added more moisture to your hair. And that's why I always say rather detangle with the co-wash in your hair because it's got moisturizing properties, and don't detangle with the shampoo in your hair. So that's the difference. The difference. Use the shampoo first, then do the co-wash because the co-wash will make your hair softer in a sense and you can detangle easier. So them together, because the shampoo is a moisturizing shampoo, but the difference is that the one cleanses your hair, removes the dirt, and the other one packs moisture into your hair.
So we can definitely use both of them
Yes.
in one day.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I get it.
And if I can also add there, I've just thought of something that as black women, we always say, I don't want natural hair because it gets, it's painful to comb.
Yes.
I just want to encourage someone out there that you definitely need to try the Afri Moisture products. When you try them, then this would just be news of the past. Knots and all those things. You definitely love your crown the way it is.
Yes.
Just to add on that, this is not only a product for ladies. Also,
Yes.
men
Yes.
use it.
Yes.
You know, we've been talking about ladies,
They really have, yes.
But as a man, as a guy, you can actually use this product because a lot of guys, when they go to the salon to cut their hair, they actually wash their hair.
Yes.
So imagine using this product, or maybe you're showering at home, just washing your hair, moisturizing your scalp. It will really be good for you.
Okay, so for anyone out there who wants to be part of your team, how can they do it?
So, the best thing about Avroy Shlain is that we are a team. We have everybody everywhere. I mean, we've got BAs, which are called beauty advisors, around on the floor, on the ground. We are always looking for somebody to come and join the team. You know, we want everybody to be a family.
Yes.
So if you want to join us, there are great opportunities. We've got, as Vimbai has mentioned, we are everywhere, from Zimbabwe to Namibia, Kimberley, Bloemfontein, Gauteng, Cape Town. You know, there are regional directors, there are area distributors, there are junior area distributors, there are GMs, general managers,
Yes.
your executive managers. So there are different levels that you would go. And Vimbai will actually just give you a hint in terms of being part of Avroy Shlain. How does it work? Because we are always signing up somebody new and being a family with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Avroy Shlain, if you're that person who's looking for extra income, we used to say extra income, but now we're calling it the income.
Yes.
If you want to join Avroy Shlain, please go onto our website. You click where it says you need to register, and then you're given an area distributor who's close to you. The good thing about Avroy Shlain is it gives you a career opportunity. So you start off as a beauty advisor, you become a manager, you become an area distributor. So we have a wide range of careers that you can take up. So it's up to you. It's all about you, and the way you can go wherever you want to go. You just need to put yourself out there. And the good thing about Avroy Shlain as well is we have lots of trainings. We have lots of options where you can join in the business and be selling different products, a wide range of products that are available for you to do. So it's a business that you definitely need to try. And you can start with the Afri Moisture products.
Yes, and just to add on that,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to actually quit your job
Yes.
to become an Avroy Shlain team.
Oh, really? How does it work?
No, you can actually work and take your pamphlet to work and show it to your colleagues and sell to them. When they buy, you recruit from there. So we always talk about promote out, it's part of the business. It is the business, promoting out. So people can actually work, do their full-time job, and become an Avroy Shlain distributor or an area distributor, or you become a beauty advisor. But as she has said, it's actually a good way to start your career at a different part and to manage yourself on how to do your business.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing those. I hope you're listening there at home. But for now, though, I want to invite our hairstylist, Jawad, to speak to us about wigs and the importance of wigs, the dangers of wigs. Let's see what he has to say. Jawad, thank you so much for joining us again. So please speak to me about wigs. I'm a wig lover. What are the dangers of wearing wigs? Are there any dangers of wearing wigs for too long? Speak to me.
I think anything that you overdo brings danger into it.
Yeah.
If whatever style that you do, wigs are so addictive.
Yes.
That I find that women most of the time don't even feel like they're beautiful if they don't have their wigs on. So
Yeah.
that's why sometimes it's important to have you guys as role models so that other kids can admire the way they look, because now if the influencers are always wigs, so it's quite addictive.
Yes.
Know? But I guess it's just a matter of knowing how to use it and when to stop, giving your hair a break.
Yeah.
Because they can affect you so
Is
much.
there any advantages to wearing wigs? Come on, they have to. They have
Because it's protective styling underneath.
Yeah.
And that you're still looking after your hair underneath the wigs. So, I mean, surely it should have, your hair's not being left out and exposed to the environment and all these, it's not getting dry because you're tucking it away. And hopefully you are looking after it. You are washing it before doing the cornrows.
Yeah.
I don't wear wigs, but I watch a lot of YouTube, so I know.
You know a whole lot about it.
You
You do know a whole lot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you have your cornrows, you braids, depending on what type of wig also then. But it's just a matter of the timing in between.
Yes.
You know, that, it's time to wash,
The wig. So wigs
No.
also have their thing where you have to wash at a specific time and, like you
Yeah.
do with your natural hair.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, wigs need to be taken care of, But more than anything, I would say it's also better if you know how to embrace your hair on the process.
Yeah.
So that when you give your hair a break, then you can rock a wig, So vice versa,
Yeah.
So it's important.
Speaking of wigs, lastly, I just want to know, are there set products that you can use for wigs that you can't that aren't used on your natural hair, or can you use the products that you use on your natural hair on wigs?
Yeah, definitely. It differs with the type of wig.
Uh-huh.
Like if your hair, you have got a wig, curly big wig, I think your mayonnaise treatment can work better on that. But maybe if you have like a slick wig, you can either shampoo and use the leave-in conditioner, or play with co-wash. Shampoo, then play with co-wash, just so that the oil is not heavy, because you want it to still bounce and all that. So it's just a matter of knowing how to. But washing your wigs is very, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about shrinkage? How can one avoid shrinkage? What causes shrinkage? Because we've all experienced it.
Shrinkage is good. There's nothing wrong
Is
with it? There's nothing wrong with shrinkage. Shrinkage is a sign of healthy hair. So my hair is currently not in shrinkage. It is stretched out. But my hair is probably stretched out 2 times in a year.
Sure.
Most of the time my hair is in shrinkage. So what shrinkage is basically your hair just being in its natural. Remember, our hair is curly. So it just goes back to its like normal spring
Yes.
form thing.
Okay.
So that's what shrinkage is. And if your hair does shrink, please don't panic and say, I've put water in my hair and now it's gone shorter. Your hair has not gone shorter. It's gone
still
back to its
there.
healthiest form that
Yes.
it can be. So
Yes.
it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's
Jao?
an undercover.
Yeah. It's an undercover agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, shrinkage, I don't see anything wrong with shrinkage. I think it's just for you to know that you can exploit, in terms of doing different styles to it, I mean, and also know how to manage those styles. If it's about heat, how do you manage that process of approaching it
Yes.
without damaging your hair? How much heat do you put, to make sure that that process is easier? Or how much product do you also take through on that process? So I think there's so much you can do with natural hair. It's so, there's a lot of things that you
versatile.
can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. Okay. Any other remarks that you'd like to share with people about hair care tips? Afri moisture? Anything?
Okay. I think I'm just going to repeat this the last time.
Okay.
Moisture,
Moisture,
moisture. Make sure your hair is moisturized, please, guys. Don't just leave it dry. Don't just neglect it like that. Make sure your hair is moisture, and our Afri moisture products, we actually call them Afri moisture because of the
reason.
moisture.
Yes.
So make sure you get yourself these products.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And don't skip wash day, guys. Even if it's just shampoo, co-wash, oil, butter, you're good.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last from my side is that, please, if you want these products, make sure that you sign up with Avroy Shlain.
Yes.
And you become a beauty advisor. You will get all these incredible products that we have today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's for people to also understand that their scalp is very important. The same way you treat your skin is the same way you should approach your scalp. If you take care of your scalp, your hair can grow to be healthier, and understanding when to stop and when to do things, and I feel like there's always knowledge out there for people to learn about their hair. I think understanding your hair type, and what products works or what styles works for you, also that will help you to approach it better. But I think it's just to have knowledge, because sometimes, especially with natural hair, you would find that people will just let it slide because it's natural, and they don't think I must treat it.
Yeah.
I can do things to it, and at the end of the day, you damage it because there's no love, there's no care there.
Yeah.
So I think as much as we stylists do so much harm, You know, it could be bleaching, it could be relaxing, it could be braiding. I think it's always important to have caution and understand that if I don't take care of this process, there's consequences of your hair breaking, your hairline going, you know. So it's just to understand how to care for your hair and love it more.
Sure, thank you so much. Lastly, Vambai, please share that email address again once more for anyone who
website.
didn't hear it yet. The website, yes, there we go.
So it's www.avroyshlain.co.za. I'll say it again, www.avroyshlain.co.za. Please join.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for your hair care tips. Truly appreciate it. I personally learned so much. And I hope all of you audience members learned a lot today, just like I did. And by the way, we do have awesome winners who are going to get our awesome prizes. Our team at Avroy Shlain will be in contact with you for that one. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.